I was on a street, on the sidewalk, of course, and I stopped at the crosswalk. There was a red light. I was really in a hurry. There were no cars coming. I looked to the right. I looked to the left. I'm like, let me just start walking. But I happened to look behind me, and what do I see? Two little kids watching me. Big little eyes watching me. So I stayed put. And I waited for the light to turn green, and then I continued walking. I'm telling you, it is such a responsibility, even crossing the street, not just for yourself, but you never know who's looking. You never know what little or big eyes are behind you, watching you, seeing what you do. So yesterday, my husband took the boys to the beach. They came home themselves, and they also happened to bring a lot of sand with them. Sand in their clothes, sand in their backpacks, sand in their hair, sand in their shoes. You know what's very interesting about sand when you step on it is it leaves footprints. Most notably, there's the heel. So keep these two things in mind. And we go to this week's Parshat Eikev. And Moshe comes and he tells Bnei Yisrael, listen. He says, if you keep the mitzvahs, okay? He says that Kadosh Baruch Hu is also going to keep his part of the deal here. And he's going to show you all the kindness and all the goodness that he promised to your forefathers. Now, the word that Moshe Rabbeinu uses, vaya Eikev tishmu, if you heed these ordinances, but he says Eikev. What's Eikev? Rashi comes to tell us Eikev is Eikev, it's a heel, the heel of the foot. Rashi is telling us that if you come and you keep the small things that you're like, and usually a person tramples on with their heel. You keep these small things, the small tiny things that you think are not significant. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to give you so much bracha. He's going to show so much kindness to you. So I was thinking, you know what I mean? There are so many things that we do, that we don't do, that we could leave a mark. There are so many ways that we're leaving footprints and we don't even realize it. And so, therefore, today, when I was in that before I actually went to the crosswalk, where I was just on the sidewalk, and I'm looking at this red light, and I see these little eyes behind me, I think to myself, wow, I'm for sure not worried about a car coming because I see no car coming. I'm not worried about me getting in trouble over here. But my goodness, God forbid that I should not be a stumbling block, that I should leave a good footprint for the little ones behind me, that maybe they're watching me and maybe going to learn something from me. And I think to myself, you know what? We all leave footprints with our comings, with our goings, with our doings, with our not doings, with our words, with our silence. We're leaving footprints. But B'ezrat Hashem, we should be merit to just leave good footprints, because you never know who is behind you and what's coming after you. B'ezrat Hashem, Shabbat Shalom.